this guy not only walk away from this meet and greet, but have the opportunity and the ability to just walk around.
Crazy idea. What if he's a hunter? What if he has an N? That man had to put the booger on shorty, try to kiss her. That was the way he initiated his Nin. Peace, namaste, what up, though? Wagwan, what's cracking? Today on the internet, Twitch streamer Emiru assaulted at TwitchCon. Revealed by the homie on music. Alright, let's see what happened.
What the?
Peace, naturally.
TwitchCon is a gathering where streamers across the landscape come together in order to meet and greet with their fans. But there has been this conversation in the air, these rumblings in the air about streamers and their safety from different fans, their different communities, etc., etc. And honestly, it's kind of been brushed to the side. But this right here, what happened to streamer Emiru, is exactly what people are talking about. And it's even worse than we could have imagined. Because not only did she get assaulted on camera at the meet and greet, there might have been an additional layer that is kind of going under the radar. It seems as though the person in question had a weapon.
Yo, so if you haven't been paying attention, Emiru was assaulted during her TwitchCon meet and greet. I can't play this clip for obvious reasons, but Emiru was having her meet and greet at TwitchCon, and when it was this guy's turn, he just ran up on her immediately. He tries to force himself on her, and so security comes out the cut and pushes him out the way. Bro, what would make you think to do something like this? We're speculating that he might have had something on him and he was trying to harm her. There is a point in the clip where his arm does come out a little bit, so maybe he was trying to or something, bro. This is the exact reason why a lot of streamers pulled out last second at TwitchCon.
There are so many people to point the blame at in this situation. First and foremost, Twitch's security at this con is a joke. Normally when I've seen meet and greets happen, there is a barrier between fan and person who is creating content, person who is there for the meet and greet. You have to get waved into the situation. Why was he allowed to just do a straight beeline storming up to her without somebody being intervened? Like literally I've been to meet and greets or seen different things where I've seen security have to do something like this. But this was just a straight up line. Yeah, this is a perfect storm for something to happen. And I don't know if that's a weapon 100%. I know a lot of people can't say verifiably that this is something that is, I don't know, dastardly or could have taken her life.
But poker with some scissors as well. Or with a syringe. My man had a sleep syringe, trying to put her to sleep and knock her out. Take her back to the crib, unfortunately. My man don't bathe. This is I don't bathe behavior.
But it sure does look like it, and that's what scares me and others. Because the real question is, how would he get something like that in here if that's true? I'm gonna one-up you on the security being a joke. Because this is a streaming convention, of course there are cameras going 24/7, people are live streaming and stuff like that. So naturally, he was caught on footage before, after, and in all these other situations during the act. We can literally see him go around the line of any security and be permitted onto the stage. What do people, I don't know, how much of a joke?
Actually, by the time he was in frame, because she was talking to somebody else when it happened, by the time you're getting somewhat close to that, if you're not next in line, I would assume security would have said, hey man, move to the side or something. Actually, like, walk on by.
You have to be as a convention to allow somebody to go around any sort of line, circumvent any sort of security, and still permit them to be on stage. Now, Twitch did release an official statement about the incident that did happen. Twitch says the safety and security of all of those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they were banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team and, per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We have increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and will have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we are unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of our events. Twitch has zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. Man, oh man, I wish that was true, because there is a deeper conversation about Twitch, their moderation, their security measures, and even streamers warning any Twitch goers about this exact same scenario. But we'll get into that a little bit later into the video. So as this video is getting edited, Emiru actually puts out a response to what happened in this whole situation. And honestly, if you weren't frustrated before, and if you weren't holding Twitch accountable before, after reading this, you're gonna double, triple, quadruple down, because Twitch is disgusting and they should actually cancel the entire weekend's event. I'm talking about as far as like involving creators. Go back to the drawing board until these situations are handled. Emiru says, yesterday, the man who assaulted me was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon and even in front of another creator's meet and greet to grab me and my face and try to kiss me. Fortunately, he wasn't able to, but a lot of people have pointed out it could have been a lot worse. Where are the rules? Where are the regulations? The idea that you're just allowed to walk any and every
goes up to actually put hands on her in front of other people.
Where in this convention is not something that like should be accepted or tolerated. She goes on to read, like I said, I don't understand how he was allowed to make it to me in the first place. The security in the clip who reacts is my own security. It's true, my favorite and usual security guard was banned for
personal security had to do something, not even TwitchCon security. She could have got pulled up. She might get it back. She probably get it back for this now. Some type of repercussion has to happen to the guy. And they said they were taking. They filed a report or something. You should definitely get some type of back from that harassment, emotional distress, the inability to be protected at TwitchCon. I guess see her getting some money probably.
Holding a stalker's arm to bring him to police at a past TwitchCon. However, there were at least 3 or 4 other TwitchCon security staff in the area who did not react and let the guy walk away. As you can see in the clip, since they don't even appear in frame. The woman who was walking me away is my own personal manager, and behind the booth, the only 2 people who were checking on me and comforting me were her and my friend. None of the TwitchCon staff came to ask what happened or if I was okay. In fact, my friend who was present told me Twitch security were also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened and immediately laughing and moving on to talking about something else. The TwitchCon staff are a joke. I saw another video where another creator was trying to get into the events and they had the little wristband, and there was some troubles tagging the wristband onto the barricades that they have going in. And what happens next explains exactly why Emiru and other creators are at risk at TwitchCon.
We'll just scan in, and then we're meeting him up front. Okay. Thank you.
Did what?
That's insane.
Oh, okay.
There's no way that you have a security measure in place greater than a badge, greater than some of the other ones that these other platforms have introduced, and you're just ignoring it because you don't want to be bothered with the line. People are actively getting assaulted at this event, and this is the way that security is handling things. Now I already know what somebody's gonna say.
They just got the security guard fired. Dude said just going by. Devil's advocate, he might have seen them buy their ticket. Possibly, probably not, but maybe he might have seen them, know that they got a ticket, or seen them go around the whole event a few times. Like, I know you're good, go on by. But because she got attacked, Emiru got attacked, now it's going to be on his ass. He might have lost his job because of this. That's unfortunate.
Omar, this is a one-off. Like, this is an issue with that specific employee or these specific employees, but it's not a Twitch issue. And this is where I have to beg to differ, because what Emiru says highlights the greater issue here, and Twitch has a problem that needs to be addressed. In Twitch's statement, they said that the guy was immediately caught and detained. I'm sorry, but that is a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me. And it felt like this only happened because of my manager pressing for it, not because TwitchCon staff present thought it was a big deal. Look, I've seen videos of this guy not only walk away from this meet and greet, but have the opportunity and the ability to just walk around and outside of the venue freely afterwards. I think that is perfect.
Crazy idea. Crazy idea. What if he's a hunter? What if he has an end? That man had to put the booger on shorty, try to kiss her. That was where he initiated his nin. He's tracking shorty right now. Hopefully not. You might need a nin exorcist. Big ups to Hunter if y'all know,
imagery for a bigger problem on Twitch where, you know, these people are allowed to just do things, say things, no moderation happens, nobody comes in and stops anybody, accounts aren't actually banned, everything flies under the radar unless it's to protect the brand image that is Twitch. They don't care about the creators who actually are the ones helping and running the platform. They don't care about the safety of anybody. They don't care about any of that stuff. They just care about protecting their own brand identity and image. That's so disgusting from Twitch. That's so nasty. Now remember, there are a lot of people that are at TwitchCon waiting for their opportunity to get on stage after growing a community that has been loyal to them for the past couple of years. It's an opportunity for them to meet their people, you know, celebrate the successes with them, and put names to faces that they do see in chat. But after this Emiru incident, it only makes sense that a lot of content creators would have these reactions to the events that happened yesterday.
What the fuck?
What's wrong? Who was that? Who was that?
That's Emiru. And some random dude.
Is there no security?
That's why I don't want to do a fucking meet and greet. Yes.
Let me see. It's fucking disgusting, bro. What is security doing, bro? Guy just walked up on her. Fucking.
What's his face look like?
No face.
Send me a screenshot of his face. I'll get him killed right now. I'm not kidding.
You saw this? What is that? Wait, what? You're fucking lying.
Yeah, I just saw a clip about Emiru at TwitchCon. That shit is so weird.
Safety concerns for Twitch streamers are at an all-time high right now, and we're having streamers pick and choose if they can do real interactions with their fans because there are weirdos who mess up the space. There are people who can't take situations in which, you know, streamers, content creators are trying to give back to their fans and their audience and just treat it as if it's something normal. We've had content creators like Senna who have come out recently and said that they've had to cancel 2 meet and greets, basically due to the fact that they don't feel comfortable being in one spot for multiple hours just because of safety concerns.
You're doing it, right, Sana?
Oh, sorry. I saw you.
Well,
can I explain why?
Oh, yes. What happened?
Well, I can explain.
Okay.
So I had to cancel my meet and greet because of the stuff, but I can't cancel my meet and greet and not cancel her show because of the fact that the reason I cancel my meet and greet is I don't want to be in the same place for 2 hours.
Yes. Come on, bro.
Because of people being weird.
Okay.
And then I'm under contract with them, so I can't cancel one and not cancel the other.
Interesting. Oh.
I just didn't feel comfortable personally continuing to do my meet and greet this year. I'm very sorry. It's like I still want to be involved in certain things. I want to go. I want to meet people when I can because I feel really guilty that I can't because I'm very, very thankful for all that I have. But, you know, saying that I'm going to be in one spot for 3 hours and giving people the ability to come in and, you know, see me.
I know it's already been stated a few times before, but where the fuck is security? Usually, even at like MomoCon and the other cons like that, like they have security around people when they're about to do meet and greet. So when they're doing the panels and whatnot, why would they not have them within at least 3 to 5 feet away from her? That's crazy. And take her own security guard to come and push you out of the way.
Is a little bit different when I feel a little worried about the security of the convention.
And I wholeheartedly feel for these women and their safety concerns. Hell, any streamer and their safety concerns, because the stuff that can happen to these streamers is truly life-threatening. But what's so messed up about this is that Twitch and other conventions tie in your meet and greets with the other things that they have going on for you, whether it be a panel, whether it be a show, or whatever the case may be, that if you cancel one, you gotta cancel all of them, which takes away from all the visibility that you were gonna get, which takes away from all the content that you can make, and most importantly, takes away from the fan experience that you can get as well. Instead of addressing the real issue, they're giving you this all or nothing ultimatum. And that's how Emiru got left in this situation. While talking to Senna and Extra Emily, while Senna is giving her reasoning as to why she won't be doing her meet and greet, Emiru says, hey, I mean, I'm gonna keep mine because I want to do my show, and that's just a tough situation to be in.
I'm sorry,
I kept my meet
Emmy.
and greet because I wanted to keep my show. Surely it'll be fine.
I'm sorry, Emmy.
I'm sure everyone will be nice.
My
last meet and greet was great, so I'm
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm not super worried. They're always very fun.
I'm a little too worried this year, I'm not gonna lie.
She was so optimistic about the situation. Let me be very clear when I say this. A large part of this is a Twitch/TwitchCon issue. I know people are probably watching this video and they're gonna reference that some of the bigger streamers in this world, like Kai Cenat, have their own personal security guard, which is true. At this level that you are at, it is very important for you to protect yourself because nobody's gonna have your best safety.
If you have your own security guard like she did, I think in the beginning she said they told him he couldn't come around her or something like that, or he couldn't be within the parameter. I don't know. But even still, if you're going to an event, ideally the event would have additional security with you. Especially they say your security guard can't be there, then have security with me or around me. If not, again, she's probably getting a bite from this. I don't know. They may have some type of thing inside the maybe some paperwork to say she can't sue or she can't do anything about that, but that's endangerment.
Safety and interest in mind. It would be nice if these different cons or platforms would do some levels of protection, but you always got to do what's best for you. But what makes this especially nasty, as I look through different people's tweets researching for this video, Valkyrae highlights the fact that, hey, Emiru did have her own preferred personal bodyguard, but TwitchCon decided to ban said security guard from working the event. Now, the reason that this security guard got banned from this event is because the security guard did hurt a guy. But the guy that the security guard ultimately ended up hurting was somebody from 2 years ago that was also stalking her at TwitchCon.
That's crazy. So my man's got reprimanded from doing his job because he pieced somebody up because he was trying to harm her. Oh, you can't come here, you're violent. But then your security guard does nothing. Sue. Take legal actions. What's up with Mahina, I think. Mark nigga from JJK.
A security guard 2 years ago where there was a guy following me around TwitchCon and he like asked him to stop multiple times. My guard asked him and the guy wouldn't stop.
He warned him.
He grabbed the guy, but he didn't like hurt him. He was just holding the guy until like the con security game. And then for some reason they're like, yeah, because your security guard touched him, he's like permabanned from the venue forever. But he didn't even hit him or anything. He just like held him while they waited for like the police to come. And,
what the fuck?
And it was like my favorite security guard. I can't have him at TwitchCon anymore.
Remember when I said people had warned us about this situation beforehand? When I say there are countless, and I do mean countless incidences of streamers coming out, whether it be on stream, whether it be on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the case may be, talking about how there is a safety issue with Twitch. Whether it be from an online or in-person perspective, Twitch just seems to not take safety seriously, even when you are attempting to provide your own safety and your own security. Last year, Asm Gold highlighted the fact that there were 2 male streamers who were sexually assaulted at TwitchCon, and Twitch did nothing. They pursued no legal action. They didn't, press charges. They didn't do anything.
Okay. Oh. All right, let's not do any more of that. Thank you. Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Thank you.
Incidences like this and others have called for content creators and streamers alike before TwitchCon came around, opening up to their audience, saying that, hey, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to participate in the events. I'm not going to do these things because ultimately I just don't feel safe.
Just so you guys know, Cutie and I are not going to TwitchCon anymore. I'm just really uncomfortable with the world right now. America is in a weird spot. Weird things are happening, and it's just, I don't feel safe. I'm just uncomfortable.
Saw Cutie and Ray were thinking of canceling, and I feel like they're kind of scared just of like the tension that is happening online. And of course we know that if we were to have any sort of safety issues, they're most likely to occur somewhere where like people know we're gonna be. So it does worry me that it might not be safe and maybe better to, I don't know, skip out on it, especially with all the recent news surrounding Charlie Kirk. And of course a lot of political talk happens on Twitter, and also for us, the people who feel the most negative and most like passionately hateful towards us also tend to be on Twitter, and the streaming and Twitter community just have a lot of overlap. So sometimes it's just scary. And when you see that kind of negativity, you're like, do I want to tell people where I'm going to be in person? I actually don't know.
No, I do not want to tell people you'll be in person. Sheesh.
I'm kind of afraid to go to TwitchCon.
We're in a bit of a conundrum with TwitchCon.
I've been so anxious and scared and sad this whole past week with everything that's been going on.
Listen, it's not, I have...
It's not you, it's us.
It's not you, it's us. We're supposed to do Wine About It Live at TwitchCon. Love Twitch for supporting our show. I have given them a soft, hey, we're in a bit of a panic mode right now.
Will we ever stop panicking?
That's the problem. I don't know if we're being because I don't feel, the problem is right now, respectfully, I don't feel irrational about it. I feel very...
I think it's valid.
Scared.
And as I went through the comment section of all the videos of content creators sharing their experience, their thought processes, you know, their concerns for security at the event, it's only proving the point of these content creators that there isn't a lot of safety and that there are a lot of weirdos out there. There is tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet after comment after comment after comment of people saying, yeah, you're not valid, you're nobody, nobody wants to be around you, nobody wants to do X, Y, and Z element OP. And we're literally seeing it happen in real time. Not just with X content creator, because that's what they love to say. Oh, it was her, it wasn't you. No, this stuff is happening to these content creators in real life as well. And we also know it's not just, hey, this happens to women content creators, but this also happens to male content creators, as seen by NMP last year.
Weird ass dude was biting his nipples and licking another dude's hand. This is immaculate patience. Immaculate patience. He's very well, both of them were very well PR trained. I don't think I have that much patience. I like to think of myself as a patient individual. Like I'm sound-minded at times. That's a lot. You biting nipples, trying to lick it. Fire. Bonfire. Disgusting.
We're even seeing male streamers like Blackboy Max take their own safety into their own hands and are hiring big, extreme, probably what most would consider over the top, but now it's seeming like necessary teams in order to protect themselves from anybody doing anything weird at any sort of streaming convention.
Hey, look, hey, you right here, nigga. I need you to hold me down, bro, or you fired. Let's go, come on. Oh, shit, come on.
Look, there's a larger issue that I'm going to talk about in a soon-to-follow-up video about the streamer and the fan interaction and how overboard it's gotten, because we shouldn't have these levels of safety concerns, and I don't know why people feel emboldened about these interactions that they're doing with their favorite content creators, stepping up to these people like this. But specifically for these people at these conventions, I am looking at Twitch dead square in the face. Why is stuff like this allowed to happen at your events, especially when Twitch streamers like Valkyrae and Pokimane coming up to you saying, yo, we don't feel safe, these are our concerns, X, Y, and Z. Why are you shaking your head yes in front of them, but then behind the scenes not doing anything to protect them? I'm gonna be quite honest with you, the biggest allure of this convention is the streamers. So why is it that they even have to employ their own security teams? Why are you not assigning specified personnel to these specific Twitch streamers?
Why would you not protect your merchandise? And then try to rap a man for trying to protect themselves.
Especially if they have a main stage in a show, and especially if you've seen them over the past year get harassed and even assaulted in public, why are you not then taking it out into your own hands and assigning them their own personal security details? Either they should get it paid for and they can pick up who they want, or you should say, hey, we're using X, Y, and Z company. This is your security for the weekend. I also think that it's quite nasty that they tie these meet and greets and these shows together where you have to do one in order to do both, especially because the meet and greet itself is more personal. And this is the situation where people are getting attacked more. You are now robbing fans and creators of opportunities for them to see their favorites IRL by taking away that show element. And they know a lot of these creators wouldn't do this because they spent so much time, effort, and energy promoting the fact that they'll be at TwitchCon, be on stage, say all these things, etc., etc. But now you're tying the two together, saying you can't cancel one without the other. And it's super duper nasty because these conventions are the only times that it is justifiable for a singular streamer to do some sort of IRL situation with their fan and for an individual fan to meet their favorite streamer IRL. It's hard for a streamer to throw their own sort of meet and greet or convention or whatever the case may be because the costs just don't make sense, and vice versa. Twitch has a...
Yeah. Twitch needs to handle that. It's unfortunate that this is going on. Hopefully Emiru will take some type of action against TwitchCon specifically. I don't know what she is able to do. I don't know there's whatever agreement they have based on that. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's very disgusting. Alright. See what you all think about it in the comments. See y'all next time. Peace.